they're still trying to keep me off of the spotlight from my days in the NBA. And I forced my way into the political arena. And if I had gotten through this primary, Ilhan was going to be in the fight of her life from an intellectual standpoint. And they knew that.
Because it would be very hard for any Democrat to beat Ilhan Omar in that district. And so it seems to me from a distance, hey, Royce is a Republican running against Ilhan. He's harmless because even if he won the primary, he can't beat Ilhan Omar, so who cares? And so I'm just, how can you just winning the Republican side be that frightening to the establishment?
Well, what they're afraid of is a forcing of the clash of ideas. That's the great anti-competitive spirit that's taken grip in American politics. And this is how the Uniparty has been able to scam the American people. Is the political arena is supposed to be an arena and a clash of ideas, an unbiased clash of ideas. And they've been able to make sure that a person like Ilhan wouldn't have to put her ideas and her track record up against somebody who will actually call out the true corruption in it. Right. You talk about low regulation and taxes. You know, this CC Davis, she's going to come in and talk about inflation, and inflation is a problem. But she won't talk about the Fed. In fact, when I spoke about the Fed, which is actually a duty of the United States Congress to regulate and balance the Fed, she threw the red flag right away. Right. So it's not that, you know, it's a subtle support and encouragement and promotion of the candidates that will not talk about the most important issues. And especially when you get into an election year like this that's coming before a very, very important 2024 presidential election cycle, a clash between Ilhan and myself would have had global attention. And they're still trying to keep me off of the spotlight from my days in the NBA. And I forced my way into the political arena. And if I had gotten through this primary, Ilhan was going to be in the fight of her life from an intellectual standpoint, and they knew that. And it's not so much about could I beat Ilhan this time. The question is who can crack the mold that will allow for blacks to not be used as the calling card to vote Democrat in blind faith. That's what the question is, and it is a very serious question. And there aren't a plethora of individuals who can speak truth to the communities that you and I come from well enough to really change their hearts and minds. Now, you could get your black Republicans that get up there and talk low regulation and low taxes and you know, we need more police or whatever the talking points are. But I'm talking about the corruption that lies in the belly of the beast, that lies in the foundations where black people can really go, well, wow. How is it that I'm talking about justice, but I get all my products from a country that doesn't even believe in the word, right? In China or, you know, all the Fed or the Church of LGBTQ or whatever these cultural issues. You know, politics is downstream from culture. And I definitely talk issues on a cultural level.
And what really makes you dangerous, and you know this, is like you're still connected to what is perceived as black culture, your participation in the Big Three. Again, it's not any number of things, but it's not like you're running away. It's not like, hey, if Royce got invited to the Essence Festival, he wouldn't go. No, Royce would go and have a good time. And if given a microphone, he might say something to those people that might screw up the narrative that the left has in place. And so, again, that's what makes you dangerous and the possibility of you reaching people in a way. Because, again, I'm not trying to take a dump on this person, but again, Candace Owens can't reach black people. And I don't say that to be negative towards her, but she doesn't have any connection to black culture and black people at this point, so she can't reach them. And what I'll give the left credit for is they know you can.